few minutes. And as you know, this is my neighbor. She offers the top. Please do come in. So that's the way I live. This is the sitting room, you know. Here in the morning. This is it. Here it's a kitchen. It's not very well organized because I'm leaving this time. So you see a little bit in disorder because anyway I'm getting ready to leave. So this is here the bedroom. It's one bedroom. It's very cozy, very calm. I don't hear any noise here. You see?
This is the architect of house. How do you find it?
Yes. That's exactly how I found it. I didn't do anything here. I only put myself a mattress and that's it. That's how I found it. Because I don't like to arrange many things. I like to have it like this. This is, you can see a room, but it's very disorder. It's another...
How many rooms have?
I have 2 bedrooms. This is another one, but it's, you know, I'm packing and so... so 2 bedrooms, 1 sitting room, and a kitchen and a bathroom. Okay, so what do I do in this room? I open the window and I take sun because I can sunbathe. The sun is coming in exactly like this. I lie here and I take sun. This is the only thing I do here. And mostly it's always sun here. This is the part where it's always sun. Usually I take my coffee in the bar. I do everything outside. I don't cook for myself because I go all the time to the restaurant. So practically I'm only taking the sun here, unfortunately. It's everything I found it. I just put a new tissue. It was another tip. I did this and I put this table in here, yes. But the wood, everything like this was already, it was like this. I didn't change the kitchen. This is all what the gentleman did, because he is a sculptor and he did this all by his own hand. So I left it everything like this. And until I am here, I would like that it remains like this. Antique, it's old, these all tiny little rooms. And of course all these windows, because this part of the house is very light. And then behind it's dark because it's only to sleep. It's right in the stones, you know, in the walls. It was rented for a time because there were years where I did not come and it was rented out to an architecture from Istanbul. He was restoring all the mosques here in Berat and also in fact in Tirana. So he was living here I think more than 2 years. And then a guy from America stayed here, so I rented it out for years. I didn't come here every year.
When you go in Italy, do you miss this house?
Oh yes, I miss it. Yes, definitely, because it's different. I live in not really in the center of Rome, but in a town which is very crowded, and I have cars passing down my house. So here I don't have nobody walking. In July, August, I have some tourists coming up to my door, which never happened in all the years because nobody came. But now I see them, but I have no cars under my house and nobody really knocks at my door, which I will have in my hometown, you know, because the cars are passing. So this is completely different and I miss it. It's different. The challenging thing you were asking me about is coming up all the stairs. And I do it very easily, and I do it several times a day. Because at least for breakfast and sometimes for lunch I come home. In the winter time I relax and I read, of course, I come home. And then in the evening I go out again. And then in the night time, yesterday I came home by midnight. Oh, I love it, all this. For this year now I'm only here for 10 days. Because I came for the wine festival. I was helping my friends from Korcha who are making the raki. So I came particular for them. They appreciate this very much. And I see my friends. I stay only 10 days. In fact, I'm leaving tomorrow morning early. I might come back for New Year's Eve because I like the party, which is Alma throwing at Castle Park. She does always a New Year's party beautifully. It's amazing. Yeah, so I might be back for that, yes. And otherwise, New Year's, yeah, I come every 2 months for sure. The first time I was at Berat, I came from Bari to Durazzo by boat because I had workers who worked for me in Rome and they lived in Cavalla. So I visited them in Cavalla. And on the trip, I met a lady from, where was this, Australia, I think. And she said, oh, you must visit Berat. So I asked my workers to come to Berat. And when I saw Berat, immediately I fell in love with this town. Amazing. The first day when I saw Mangalem, because I came from Gorizia walking over the bridge to Mangalem, I knew immediately that's the place I would like to live. I had immediately this feeling. The special architecture, this antique, and the town with all these windows, I don't know, over 1,000 windows, is very special. And that Gorizia and Mangalem is separated as town. And the Uzum River runs in between. It's very special. I don't think you see it in any other town. And then there's a story, of course, behind, I mean, you know better than me. Before I came to Albania, well, I left Germany with 18 years. And I went to live in London. From London, I went to Paris. And then I went to Rome. So I was 18, I left already Germany. Of course, I went back regularly, but so I was living really a little bit all over the world, also in the United States. So I cannot really remember. Well, it was 18 because I know I wanted to live in a big town, in a big city, swinging city like London. So that's the choice I made, and I don't regret it. The first day, actually, I was here, I decided to buy this house. So I knew I was going to, in myself, I knew I'm going to stay on a long run here in Berat. Because the first day I bought the apartment. Actually, I made the decision. So I knew inside that I would come back many, many times. I would stay here for a long time. So actually, the first time when I saw this town, I was staying on the other side on Gorizia. I crossed the bridge and I saw this part of Mangalem, which I thought it was amazing. And a gentleman came down with suitcases. I made myself understand that I wanted to rent something on this side. And he made me understand, because he only spoke Albanian, that he is not renting, that he's selling. I said, okay, I go up and I will look. So when I came up here, I thought it was amazing. And I said, oh, how much? And he tore something out of the newspaper. He wrote like 0000. I said, okay, make a good deal with a German lady. And we shake hands. And I said, how can I pay the money? Because no bank now. So I decided to come back the following year and I paid the money to him. We met in Durazzo. And he could pay his apartment off because he bought an apartment in Durazzo. They think I was definitely crazy. In my family, they were saying, well, you are not normal, because all the Albanians trying to come out of their country, coming to Italy, and you are going into their country. So something is very strange about you. They said you are a gypsy. You're going in a country of gypsies. Imagine what they said. That was it. For my family, nobody came yet in all these years, because they go other parts of the world on vacation. So nowadays they say, I think you made a good deal, because Albania is changing a lot, though they haven't seen it, but of course they hear and read in the news, you know. So they think, oh, well done, well done. This is now 25 years ago. 25 years, so it must be about 2000, 2001. I'm so happy, and I have so many friends here like I actually have in Italy. Yeah? Definitely, 100%. As a person, I must say that I am not kind enough, because the Albanians having a very big heart. They are very welcoming, and this made me change. I became more kindly, I became more delicate, more attentive to other people. Because on small things, they are all very grateful. I will tell you one thing. When I went to Korça, I was visiting some friends I worked for, and when I took my bus back from Korça to Berat, when I arrived in Berat to pay, the gentleman said, it's already paid, your trip. I tell you, I was getting so emotional. I had to put my sunglasses on, because my tears were coming, because in my life, even my father, nobody had paid a trip for me. It was not the amount of money, I think it was €3. But you know that he had paid for my trip. It was more than my father. I said, well, it came to me like this. My father never paid me a bus trip, and he paid it. This gesture, I mean, this hit me really very much. And in all other small things, Albanians, I really have a big heart, a very attentive. This is what I learned in these years, and that I have been more attentive to other human beings, really. And I hope it's not going to change, because now there are so many tourists, and sometimes it can be very tiring. You know, when you have to handle so many people, buses are coming, the hotels are full, everybody, you know, for breakfast, you have to work a lot, restaurants are full. So some of them already complain now, because to handle this, to be kind all the time, it's very difficult. So this perhaps is going to lose. And I hope not. I pray for the Albanians that they keep up, you know.
For example, when you say your friends, I live in Albania, which is the first opinion?
Oh no, they said, what do you do in Albania? What do you do in Albania? Even when I left now, after so many years, they were saying, oh, are you going around with your jewelry? The way you're walking like this, they will try doing something bad to you. Why are you going to Albania? So they still have this reaction, you know, that it's a rough country. They still have. Yes. I was amazed, actually.
To change this?
Of course, I told them, well, they must change their opinion about it. This has been because bad people are all over the world, in each country. So Albanians, perhaps, when they left their country, this was the worstest of the people, because they put a lot of women on their road. And so they still have this opinion. But it's going to change, definitely, you know. It's going to change definitely, because I speak to the tourists here and they say, oh, we imagine it completely different. So they realize they have a wrong opinion.
What does a typical day look like for you here?
Oh, my day is usually I go and have my coffee in the morning, quite early, about 8 o'clock. And then I meet some friends, or I drive up in the mountains. I go to Bogova. I have a trip in the canyons. I also help sometimes in the canyons, because Alda is my friend. Alma is her name. I confuse always with Alda, another friend. So yeah, I keep myself really busy. And sometimes I help in an antique shop. And yeah, there are a lot of tourists to talk to. The people of Albania, because they have time, they speak to you. They are really from your heart interested about your feelings, about your well-being. They really do. Everybody takes their time. They're busy too, they're working too, but they still take the time to hear about your personal life.
Is there anything you still find challenging about life in Albania?
No, not really. Not in the moment. I got to know the bus system. I know to drive about the taxis, which are convenient. You know, so I find myself very at ease now, and actually nothing is challenging for me anymore. I also walk up to Skapa, the river gliding. I walk in the river. I walk. My friends are saying, oh my God, this is dangerous if something happens to you. I said, well, why should it happen to me? The other, no, you have a certain age. I said, well, you can hit a stone, you know, also when you're 20, 30. So I go with the trips up.
In 25 years, maybe, you still talking in Albanian language or cooking something for us?
Unfortunately, I tell you not, because everybody speaks so well Italian. And those who don't speak Italian speak English. And I speak very well English. So the necessary thing, good morning, no? Yeah, I think it's a difficult language. I think it's not an easy language. To speak it well, of course, you know? Yeah. But if I would live here on a long run, like I would live here months, you know, I'm only here about 2 weeks, perhaps a month at least, but I will pick up very quickly. Yes, I will pick up very quickly.
Is there something from German that you still miss? Maybe a flower, a sound, or a feeling?
Oh yeah, I tell you, I miss the snow. I miss the snow because I'm from the north of Germany. And I grew up with snow and ice, 20 degrees below zero. So, well, but then I think I can go up to tomorrow and get some snow.
Yes.
Yeah, but I miss it in a way, yes. No, but this I miss here really, you know, heavy snow, and this I miss sometimes.
Do you already feel Albanian in spirit?
Oh yes, I do. Sometimes, well, I really think perhaps in my past life I was Albanian lady, because I like, no really, because I also like the dresses from the old times. And sometimes I wear the gilet, I have all these dresses. And I have quite a lot of jewelry too. I take always the pictures of that ancient time. And I said, I think that was me. In fact, in the antique shop, we saw an oil painting, and it was one lady painted. And the owner of the shop said, I have to give this to you as a gift because it looks like you. And he gave it to me, and I sang in here, and I said, well, it's true. This one looks like me.
When you wake up in the morning and look out your window, like this.
Oh, yes.
What do you feel?
Oh, wow, I think this is the word. What do I need more? Everything. I have the river, I have the mountains, and I have all these beautiful houses. And I love the sound of the mosque when they're praying. I hear it very well here because the mosque is right next to my house. So I think, well, I owe the world. Can you imagine what a feeling is this, to owe the world when I'm standing here? Yeah, this is really something. The people here are very spiritual, and that there is a special spirit over this town, and that all these religions are living peaceful together, because you have Orthodox, you have Catholics, you have Muslims, and Protestant, like me, I'm Protestant. We have our church here in Berat. It's a quite big community, which you are amazed, but not a lot of people know it. that they are real Christian who only believe in Jesus Christ. So we want to be like Jesus Christ, which is very difficult, you know. That means really you have to forgive all the people who are speaking badly about you. Have to forgive everybody. This forgiveness is very difficult to practice.
If you will remember the first time you come and take food, do you like? Or...
Oh yes, I enjoyed it really very much because especially it's all bio. Everybody takes all their fruits from the garden and they make their own wine, their own raki. So it's all bio, and I think that's why everybody is very healthy here. And I was very amazed that the men, especially men, are drinking in the morning their coffee always with a glass of raki. And I think this is very healthy, and I do it now myself. I see myself growing old here, but perhaps not in this house. But down there, I will rent something.
What would it mean to you personally to hold an Albanian passport?
Oh, well, this would be great for me because I think the more passports you have, the best it is. Because I am allowed to carry a German one, an Italian one, so it would be really 3, and I have an Albanian one. I think I will feel myself very special.
And what do you hope people feel when they hear your story?
Oh, I think they should feel to be really touched by my story because that time, coming alone, I came alone to Albania without speaking the language, and I invented this. So it should inspire everybody to do the same, to go to other countries, to overcome this fear. Also, even when people say, oh, this is very dangerous. Oh, imagine what they told me. It's so dangerous. They will stop you on the road if you rent a car, and this is a false police, and they will take all of your stuff. Don't listen to the people, what they say. Make your own experience. This is my advice, especially to the young people. And don't go into the advice and only look and sit at home. Get out and go. I had bad experience in Italy. From Italians, I mean in Italy, I had many robberies in my property also and in the road. But I think Albania is the safest country in Europe. They will perhaps laugh now and they'll say, gosh, this lady, what is she saying? For my opinion, and living 40 years in Italy. So I think I have an experience. I think it's the same. Oh, home for me is actually everywhere where I go. This is my home. I cannot say, oh, well, I'm born in Germany and this is my home. My home is where I arrive, where I am staying, and this is my home. I'm planning to go to Japan. I don't know if I will feel the same because I will not understand the writing. I will be perhaps a little bit lost. But at least in Europe and the United States and all the countries I've been, I feel at home. So that's my home, actually, wherever I go. Love, love, love.